Hello, everyone.
Wow, hello.
Welcome to Thursday and 101 degrees.
Oh, yeah, it's like sitting on the sun outside today.
Yeah, so we are in the camper tonight. We just could not fathom doing this outside right now. It's still like, what, 70% humidity?
It's all of it. It's got all the humidities in it.
Yeah.
Your sound's on.
I turned it off. I swear I did this time.
Oh.
Oh. So, hi, everyone.
You can program your clocks off, but it happens every week. So yeah, we've had some. So Xander, Dark Lord Menet, yeah, definitely wins the first in. What do you say? Since 1 p.m. this time, yeah, he sneaks in and says hi on everybody's thing.
Nice. Hello.
Pam B.
Mm-hmm. Hello,
This Michigan Life. I think I've heard of them, maybe.
Might have heard of them a little bit.
Y'all check this thing out.
It's a cool cat.
It's probably reversed, so they can't read it.
Yeah. Check these
reversed.
out.
Why is it reversed?
I don't know. Oh, it is reversed. Yeah, so I got these lovely gardening earrings from Curacao when we were in Michigan. Pretty snazzy.
Yeah, definitely glad to be home. Definitely, if you guys were around last week, we were sitting in the truck doing this, trying to get home, and we got home that night. It was
12:30.
11:30, 12 o'clock. It was before midnight.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was. Yeah.
So
my memory's short.
Ed's in here. Ed's Crazy Adventures and Glenda Bendo.
Hello.
Cornish Family Homestead. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
And Muddy Mascara. What's up, fam?
Hey.
And Janky V. Hey.
Is that
I don't know.
No. No? Well, welcome, Junkie V.
Janky.
I got one contact that's giving me issues. I need to reorder.
Brian at Vineyard Farmhouse has made it. Thanks, my friend.
Hello. And not for nothing. Hey, ladies.
Not for nothing. So it just jumped on me.
Of course, our lady Simply Jan is in the house modding for us, and Michigan is modding too.
And Brenda, Freedom Redbird.
And she's also modding.
Oh, back to good, so they don't see it in reverse. Okay, well, good. Then we're just backwards.
And we're backwards.
They're looking at it right. Okay, I can handle being backwards if y'all are seeing it right.
Yeah.
I'm used to it.
Cora Phelps, hello, and Mr. C.
Mr. C, hello,
and some of our favorite people, Marcel and Denise. Welcome in, guys.
Hey, Grady's.
Pleased that you're here. Would have understood if you weren't. So yeah.
Y'all getting so much work done over there. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. We did nothing today, and in case anybody wants to know, we'll get that out of the way.
That's not completely true. We actually did get.
We did our basic necessity chores.
Well, we tied up some Roma tomatoes because somebody planted too many and not enough cages. That kind of thing. But we're producing. We are producing.
We're getting quite a few tomatoes, and
I've done 2 batches of canning and made homemade salsa. I've made homemade marinara. Yeah, we're just getting all the maters.
Say hi to Wendy Benjamin.
Hi, Wendy.
Rach Perez made it in. Cherie Sweeney, hi from Ohio.
And Lisa, I gotta close one eye to look.
Let's Trade Paint, they made it in. Derek Fowler.
Shara Sweeney, she's from back home. Hi.
That's the one that I'd said, but you were.
I was doing something. I don't know.
Not focused.
Yeah, it's hot to focus.
Joe Fix It For You made it in. Welcome, bud. Appreciate your modding for us. Mike Birch. And let's see. All right, we jumped down to the bottom.
Oh, Uncle George is here with Audacity Dawning. Hello there.
Uncle G and Joseph Compton.
Hello. Good to see you too.
Will you say hi to Karen Breast?
I think so.
Oh, we'll say hi again.
Hi again, Karen.
Charlene
Big Valley Living. Nice.
Yeah. I think we've caught up with Christine on the road listening in, evidently. Hopefully you're making it home. Get home in that AC so you're not melting.
Yeah. Although an AC in a vehicle is probably a little bit cooler than what an AC is working in a house right now.
Well, they were saying in their live with Johnny was up there, and that she had got in the car, and with it being the over 100, like it was taking forever for the AC to cool down to make the drive home. Oh, Watchtower Pharmacy made it in.
Nice.
But yeah, glad y'all made it in. Same story as everywhere, right? It's just hot.
Yeah.
It's miserable. So yeah, we did a little bit of stuff this morning, and then it was chill in the camper and that poor AC.
So we started watching Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it was. We've been trying to catch up on YouTubers and the videos and friends and all that stuff, and then it was like, all right, we've got to do something to just
veg.
we can watch without really thinking about and paying attention to. Like, we watch it, it's pretty interesting, but and it's been out forever. We know we're way behind, but
yeah, it's all good.
The little bit we watch TV, we're finally catching up to it.
Yeah, so we've been home 1 week today, and we've gotten a lot done, guys. We actually got a project that we completed, so that'll be coming out on Saturday's video. So we've been working. We try to get up. Well, I'm always up at the butt crack of dawn. Someone else ain't so keen on getting up.
Well, you're the silly one to get up so early.
There's life. But so we've been getting up and getting out there early and trying to work until it gets just ridiculous. We've been pruning the garden. We've been feeding the garden. We've been watering the garden and trying to, not that it was ruined. It wasn't. It wasn't as bad as what we originally thought. But it's turning around. We've done a lot of pruning. I've done some more planting. So I think we're going to be all right. Yeah,
it's enough. I think, like she said, we were able to save enough. I don't know, we had missed it somehow, but yeah. So Rocco and Bailey over
Hello, Rocco and Bailey.
The old guard dogs at Tilted K. Glad they could make it in. And engaged, to answer your question, he asked how we're liking the heat today. No, we liked it enough to stay in the camper, and that was it.
We've gone out multiple times during the day. We are doing things to mitigate the heat for our animals. We have these trays that, where'd we pick those up? Some thrift shop or garden, or I don't know where we were at.
One of the resale
big
shops.
Black trays. They're only about this deep, and I laid out 3 of them in the shade by the chicken coop and filled them with water. And I've been going out multiple times today, refilling those trays so that the chickens can rest their feet in it and cool off. We had some overgrown cucumbers that were like this big and white because they just got way too big. And so I had a brainstorm this morning during chores, and why not put those in the freezer, freeze them, and then take them out to the bunnies. And so we did, and they can lay against them like they do the 2-liter bottles, and it'll help them to stay cool as well as munch on them. So best of both worlds.
Right. A couple more. Let's see. My Wild Home made it in.
Oh, hi.
And One Day at a Time Farmstead. Who else did we miss here? Pathways Homestead. And Tamara and David, Heartland HQ with Dink and Tank.
Yeah,
welcome, guys. Glad to see you in.
Always appreciate your guys' morning comments and stuff. Brightens my day and makes me smile.
Yeah, that's one thing that's guaranteed every morning. We can get up and Tamara's always got wonderful comments, and then we get to go see her garden pictures and kitty cams.
Jean from Hot Minnesota. Hello. Well, hello, Jean. Welcome. Yeah. And what else did we do today to help keep everybody cool? Well, of course, the bunnies have a fan. So
yeah, we've got the fan on, and then I was just pretty much going out and kind of watering, spraying the ground down a little bit. We didn't have much else, so the 2-liter bottles are working great, but we forgot to put them in the freezer again. And we think the bunnies chewed through one of them, so it's got a hole. So Jake, he takes care of the Mountain Dew anyway, so we'll just got to get a couple more bottles from him. And
Yep, we'll have back to freezing those.
It's all great. He says, God bless the person that invented AC. Oh, yeah. I came this close. If it wasn't for the fact that we haven't cleared the walking trail down to the creek, I almost was like, you know what? We're going to go down and find us there's a couple little holes and just crawl in those holes of the creek. But they're probably dry right now.
I don't know, though, because, I mean, we had a lot of rain come through.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But I didn't want to get ate alive and then the work that it was going to take. But
yeah,
I will be looking forward to that next summer for sure.
I think we should get a pool. Just saying. But I'm watching Marketplace for that.
Yeah, because we don't have enough projects.
No, we don't. Okay, maybe we do. But.
So Jason and Krista said that shirt and hat combo does look fun. I know, I broke it out for y'all. I couldn't do the flat bill thing, Jason. I'm sorry. I had to. My head ain't shaped to that blockhead. I can't do it.
I was just too hot. Big booty Judy don't like the heat. So it's a tanky for me.
And don't worry, Jason, Krista, I've got those other ones for you know who, and when we see them, they're gonna get them.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
Let's see. Linda
David
Oakey
Moffett
made it in, and David Moffett.
Mm-hmm. Wow, guys, wonderful.
And throw a little shout out for David too. I know we were watching him on. He came up on Brian's live last night. He's doing a master list type deal for like everybody's live schedule. So if you're someone that's in here, I know he's been tracking on his own too, but just to be safe, he's going to make a master list and try to publish that one way or another. So
for the times of all the channels lives, the
yeah,
days and times
for the live channel, yeah, for when you go live, like what day and time and all that kind of stuff. So
my brain ain't on it. My brain's on it.
One thing that he was asking was send him an email.
Mm-hmm.
David, I don't have access to it.
David, go ahead and drop your email in your comments.
If you can put your email out there.
If you have a live, you can just stick it in that email to David, and he'll get you on the list.
Yeah. Oh, Dale and Lisa, 9 Acre Family Farms have made it in.
Hey. So Wachita Family says, loved all the canning you've done.
Looks great.
Contacts. I should have left my glasses on.
I'll try to read them for you.
All right, you do that. I'm gonna take.
Oh no, she's leaving me unsupervised, Joe. I don't know what I can do now. And let's see if I can catch up here. I think I'm down at the bottom. PMB said, who's compiling this list? David Moffett is. Yeah, he wants to, because so many of us, and it's inevitable, you're going to be on at the same time as somebody else. But for those of us, you know, and that was kind of the discussion last night, was you basically have to pick and choose, you know, whether it's a favorite or a friend or whatever, or maybe you alternate weeks of what one you watch and which one you don't. So
much better. I can see.
Yeah, Joe said party time. No, she didn't leave me too far.
I don't have to leave him very far. I always am like, oh gosh.
She tries not to leave me too unattended because it typically requires bandages afterwards.
Yeah. And Michelle, nice.
Lynn the Okie wanted to know.
What's the
list about? The list is for the channels, you know, all the YouTube channels, what day and day of the week and what time that they're going live. Because he had noticed that, hey, you know, there isn't like a master list floating around because there's a ton of YouTube channels. So kind of within our community or group, you know, because a lot of us are all in the same lives, he wants to compile a master list. And thank you to Joseph Compton.
Wow, thank you. That is so nice. We greatly appreciate that. We really do. We thank you. We know you guys don't have to do that, and when you do, it's greatly appreciated. So thank you.
Oh, welcome to Michelle.
Okay.
Y'all, we got to give a shout out to Michelle.
Yes.
She found our channel, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, maybe something.
Last month sometime.
Yeah, it's been pretty recent, and she has binge watched everyone. and she's commenting on everything, and they're awesome comments. It makes us smile every day.
And it's been fun to watch her progression through our live, through the arrival and this project and that project. And man, she has been steadfast, and she's just awesome. And
so she says, "Who needs milk? Got salsa."
Got salsa. Yeah, we ate some today, actually.
We did, and it was really, really good.
So
yummy. David Moffat says, so far as I have seen, Mondays are wide open.
Oh, okay. Sister Bert is in the house.
Who's on Mondays? David. Well, I know the only one that we know of is Tilted K. They're Monday. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're Monday. I have to think about that. Yeah, Tilted K's on Mondays at 6 Central. But yeah, I'm not sure who else is on Monday either. Roberta. Oh, Bert's in the house.
Linda Oki, she says Going Green Mom Megan has at least 2 lists going. So maybe if David and her could get together and compile those lists.
Yeah.
Right.
Dot Roper made it in the house.
Hello.
And
it's all great. He says that's an awesome shirt and hat. It is. We are working on some new merch, y'all. Stay tuned for details on that. We may have to change up our logo just a little bit. I'm not gonna spill the beans, so I'm just gonna leave that right there. So we weren't happy with the ones that we had done locally, and so we're looking at a different avenue. We of course have the Spreadshirt shop, which I think is overpriced. So we're looking at different options so that our viewers and our friends and us can affordably afford to wear our merch. So stay tuned for that.
And I don't know, did we say hi to Tony at Kettle Kitchen?
I believe we did.
I think we did. If not, hey again. And oh yeah, so Brian Vineyard Farmhouse says no judgment here with Tish Ross is on at 7 on Mondays. Mm-hmm. Okay. And Tilted K confirmed, yes, Monday at 6.
Yeah. And come on, Homesteading is also on Mondays.
Oh, yep.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking that.
Oh, Robinson Belly Acres.
When does DD5 go?
Random, I don't know. I tried keeping track because I did a list at one point, and then it seemed like people had changed times, and then I don't know. I'm just glad to remember our time slot, and there's a few other time slots that I've put on my phone.
Robertson Belly Acres. I was gonna say, I know we watched a lot.
Yeah, and I think that's part of it is like we need to do a list of who we want posted on the fridge or something.
And it's rough, y'all. Like the more people we meet, and we're not casual fly-by-night friends. Like we hold our friends dear to us, but it's hard. Yeah, it's Tara. And if we were to watch every channel we love, we would get no work done at all because we would be in by 5 o'clock every night. And right now with the Arkansas summers, that's prime working time. And so it's been really difficult because we were like, oh man, so-and-so's live. And so one of us might pull it up and we can't tag people or but we do want to listen and we want to get the viewership out there, but we understand.
Well, yeah. And I think that's something that's been talked about within the whole YouTube community was it is summertime, at least for us here in the US. And so that means everybody's out and, if obviously we're YouTubers and we're, for us, like we're homesteading. So the sun's up, we need to be out. Now today was an exception because like we said, it's hot and we do take our breaks during the middle part of the day when it's really hot. But
I'd say we were out today and we did like a midday watering to some of the plants that were looking really bad, only in the dirt, not on any leaves. And we weren't out there, 20 minutes? And we were both drenched from head to toe. It was disgusting.
So Wachita Pharmacy wants to know, question for all the YouTubers, who did you have design your logos? Speaking for us?
That would be me. So before, I think you go through life and you actually live multiple lives within your lifespan, if that makes any sense. So when I decided not to go with nursing right away out of high school, I actually went for art. So I went to the Art Institute of Atlanta for commercial art and visual communications with a minor in photography. And so, of course, back then computers were non-existent in the art world. We all as artists still had jobs until animation. But of course, I never had a job. I did murals. I did contract work. And then I had a photography studio for 12 years. So I do know Photoshop, but I know ancient Photoshop because I've been out of that for over a decade probably. And so technology has changed, but I still have the basic core skills. And for the most part, when we started the channel, I knew that branding was super important. Our music would be super important. Our colors would be super important for familiarity. It's something that we learned in school. So right away, I designed the logo. Right away, I scoured hundreds, if not thousands of songs and looked at different colors of what we like and what kind of is not being used by anyone, so that when people saw our color, they would immediately think of White Rock Homestead. So that's kind of where I went right away when we started, because that's how my brain works, because that's how I'm trained. So I did the logo.
That was a lot. I should have wrote it down.
It was just a backstory.
It was. I enjoyed it.
Because we are real with our people and we're real with our lives. So.
Well, and it makes it, and we know that there's, there are other channels that, they don't, like, if it was up to me, it'd probably be a stick figure and it'd be all kind of like.
Yeah, you have no idea. You don't even want to see his signature.
No, it's bad.
It's worse than some of the doctors I work with. True story.
Yeah. I had something in my brain and I forgot it because I was trying to read. Oh, Not For Nothing Homestead said, yeah, it's awesome because I never watch cable anymore. Yeah,
no, we don't either. And a lot of people we've run across, they're the same. Almost everyone that they even ask.
And we've been that even before we started being YouTubers ourselves. We watched a lot of YouTube. So, because it was just one of those that, by the time you pay the bill to have a satellite or you're getting cable or any of that type of stuff, well, then that's just promoting you being inside. And we're both very, very outdoorsy people. So, and even living up north, where the winters are, like the winter time was maybe the most we ever watched TV because it was cold. So you would go, if you didn't have a project that absolutely had to be done, then okay, you stayed inside. But we could never justify, at least while we've been together, and I didn't have any subscriptions even
he
before
was
we
shocked
got together.
that I had none of that when we got together. He just couldn't. What do you mean you don't watch TV? I had the Ohio homestead. Actually, I had a memory pop up from 14 years ago, at the homestead. I have memories pop up every day from the homestead because it was so much fun. But, we had too much to do. Single mom with multiple kids. We had too much to do. TV was not an option. So we didn't really miss it.
That's a good reminder there, Heartland. Dink and Tanks, and smash the thumbs up, common courtesy, and it is free. It is. It's just
it doesn't cost a thing. Pathways Homestead.
Says it's so hard to make everyone's lives. Yes, it is. And Watchtower Pharmacy said, I say change lives during the heat of these darn summers.
Mm-hmm.
And that probably wouldn't be a bad plan. I think for our schedule, like for us, that would be fine. We could do it in the middle of the day.
We could do it in the middle of the night.
But we had tossed that idea around even originally, was like, hey, let's, because like nobody's ever really live. I mean, a few channels, but like the ones that we watch, nobody was ever live. But that's when everyone's at work. So, part of it, as much as we do have to kind of play that game of, we need to be on at a good time when people are home, from their regular jobs. And that's what we looked at was, not only our local time here central, but because we know a lot of our friends and family back home are in Eastern, was what was a good time there too. So there's a lot put into it. I'm glad we're set on this time. And
we're part of the Homestead Hangout. And that was a lot of fun to be a part of, and still is. And another thing, like with the whole time frame thing, with us both being retired, like we've almost, because Thursdays are live night per se, it's kind of like our Saturday, which is why I'll let myself have some wine. I don't day drink every day. You're supposed to be like,
I'm trying to read.
Yes. Oh, Lori Carp is here. Hi, Lori. Yay.
Stick figures rule. Yeah.
Especially when they're drawn with a crayon. Yeah.
Well, watch there. I mean, you can always send an email, and she can work on
yeah.
a logo. Like that's. I know you've helped.
Yeah.
A couple different people doing different things, and then we helped do some of the. I didn't do nothing. She helped do a lot of the graphic logos when we first started our Thursday night Homestead Hangouts.
Yeah, and when you're starting with like a logo, you definitely want to. It's almost I equate it to like throwing darts. So you may not even know what you want, but you know what you don't want, and so you're just kind of like tossing darts. So send me what you like, send me what you love, tell me your ideas, and I don't know, I can give it a shot. Worst case is you don't like it, and it's fine.
Yeah, so I went up a little ways here, but yeah, Tilted K said that they had a family member do theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle had a comment.
Almost every family has an
David Moffat
person.
asked Tilted K what time's you're live on Mondays. They're on at 6 Central,
Mm-hmm.
David. And Heartland HQ said, I'm designing ours. We'll have stickers soon, hopefully by October. Local friends of printing. We always source local. And we tried the local route with the shirts that we did, and if you remember back, those were utter disasters. So,
just like this is what happened to ours.
Yeah.
Every shirt, every sweatshirt, every bag.
We've got, she's got a cousin that's up north that does a lot of this stuff, and so she's kind of helping us, and we're got to work out some details before we give everything, but we are working on some more. But we need to get stickers. That's what we gotta.
Yeah, I don't have a good source for stickers.
Can you say punch cards? I went to classes for word processing, and I guess I made you. I remember doing word processing class.
I always liked it. I used to master it at one point. Tiny farm nuggets.
Washita Pharmacy said, I loved hearing your backstory and reading about others' logos too.
Thank you.
Yeah, It's Crazy Adventure said I got to figure out how to do my logo so I can get more stickers in March.
You have a logo.
He's got to figure out how to do more, get more.
Oh. Okay. Well, yeah, I need a sticker supplier, y'all. I ain't about to print. I could print them, but I want really nice ones. What's that beer channel? They had really cool stickers.
Cool Beer Ranch?
Yeah. I want to know who did their stickers. Those were sweet stickers. I liked those. So, babe, what did you get done this week?
So, Watchdog said, hold on. I want to get this out. It's important. Their comments are important.
Yes.
So, I know your time is limited. I really appreciate your kind offer. What I got packaging my herbal salves and stuff from our homestead is definitely not a rush.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Shoot me an email.
Like you said, we're pretty much inside here during the heat of the day, so.
Because even when I'm super, super busy, sometimes I need a brain break. And if I have a project that I can like skip over to, it makes it actually kind of a nice little break. So shoot me a whole email on that.
And we do need to. It's all Grady. Thanks for the reminder. I wore their stuff and was going to say it earlier. Yes. Michigan Life Above the 45th has their live tomorrow, and that's at time.
They're Eastern, so I even had to ask him, are we before or are we after? Yeah, so Michigan Life drop it for us. Actually, you're a mod. You can drop your own link, sweetheart, to your life for tomorrow. People can save it.
I know we have it, but I don't want to do all the other clicks.
On the logo. Rebel at Hearts. Same thing. Send me
logo, more importantly, someone to make it.
Send me a huge email. I'll start a file, and I can just play around, see where we go from there. But I can't just like stab in the dark. I want your logo to feel right, because there's a lot to that. You got to feel it. So in order to do that and design it, I have to know your vision. So send me anything you can.
They said they hadn't made a link yet. What time is it, guys? So we don't. I have it saved in a notified thingy.
Ooh, Dark Lord Minute is going on a rummage sale. Where at? You know, I really wanted to go today. I wanted to be like, babe, let's go have a thrift day. But fact of the matter is, we need nothing. Zero.
Yeah.
Nada.
Welcome to Molly, Pest Hunter's Best Catch.
Hey.
And
Canadian Family Life. Hello. And Sue. Okay, so y'all, I want you to give a big hug to Sue Kearns. Everybody. Sue was my mom's best friend. Of course, those that know, my mom died at 37. Sue just lost her daughter last week, who Brenda was my first babysitter. So I want you guys to shower Sue Kearns with some love right now. Sue, I love you. My heart is with you and with the family. So I'm blessed that you popped in tonight because I wanted to give you a big hug myself. So everyone give her some love.
absolutely.
What a surprise. And what a cool thing. Thank you, Sue.
Don't be cry, baby.
Sorry.
Right.
It just,
So,
that's how much I love her.
back to the original question you'd asked was what did I? So I've been, you guys been around a while. We had an issue with the first truck, and we bought the new one, and of course I had an issue with it, but got it fixed. It's running fine. But that other one's been sitting over there, and I tried to post it online, and it seems to be a trend, right? I can't post, or I can't even send somebody a request or question because they're not going to answer me. I don't know. They see my name and they're like, that guy must be Taliban, and we don't want to talk to him. And so I don't get anything. So, but I posted that truck. Nothing. A couple people want to give me more junk trucks, and I didn't want that. But the biggest problem with it was it wasn't running right. I got her running yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be going back up online to get sold. But It was exciting because I was pretty frustrated with it. It ran great for us for 2 years, and then it just died randomly with no warning, no nothing. And I don't even know what I did that day. And my buddy Chris came down, and we don't know between the two of us what we did to make it run, but it ran. And we got ourselves home, and then we tried to go on a supply run a couple days later, and it died again. It was like, nope. So we went and bought the other truck. So, and I've just been frustrated with that truck. I'm like, no, I don't want to even mess with it. Well, what it ended up being, what I could tell so far, was it's not a perfect truck, but, but the positive battery terminals, the terminals themselves, they're made of this 3 layers of aluminum foil metal, and they had cracked in half, so it wasn't getting a good connection. And I put some new ones on yesterday, and
this time I'm going to be listing it.
Yeah.
Because I list something and I get response almost immediately. And
everybody is sending lots of love.
I know they are. I see. Thank you guys. But if I list something, I get calls and stuff immediately. If I go to buy something and I send a message, I get responses. And even if I'm not in first in line, I somehow win them over and we can go get our product. So this time I am going to be making the post for the 1-ton truck, and hopefully I will be getting it sold.
I got to take a note, Jan.
Oh. Yeah, so.
And I don't have a pen, so.
I know, that's fine. I can stop the faucets. So hopefully once we get the truck sold, that will go into the barn fund. We'll offset the barn fund, I guess, because we've been doing some work on the tiny house. And I can spill the beans on that because
I didn't record it.
Yeah, guess who didn't record it? Yeah, well, that was a day neither of us recorded, really. I did a lot of work in the garden that day and I didn't record, and you did a lot of work in the tiny house, and it didn't get
Derek
recorded.
Fowler says, this segment is brought to you by at White Rock Homestead Camper Repair. If it's leaky, sleepy.
That's right. That's right. Yep. And so tell them what you did today, or what you did, what day was it, yesterday? No, day before. Was it yesterday? I've lost track.
A couple days ago, I think, day before, I think it was, but I got the power hooked up to the tiny house.
Yes.
So we
Yeah.
I had a temporary line that was ran down there that we could plug extension cords into. I may or may not have cut that in half with the trencher. So luckily I already had my big main lines that were just sitting on the ground. And yeah, enough was enough. And the whole idea was with these hot days, if we haven't melted ourselves in the morning, is to be able to go down. Because I have like the kitchen area is sheetrock and stuff like that. Like, it's not done, but it has drywall up on it.
It does. And
so
I'd actually started filming the tile work and the countertops, and I kept that footage. So I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, so it'll
come
come
back
out
around.
like some more of the build, because like I started to build. I built the one countertop. Still got to build the other one. But I have all the receps and all the wire ran, right? But the only outlet that I actually installed was the one for the AC. So like, at least I have a plug-in, but the AC's on, and oh man.
Yeah, but right now
with the insulation we did in there,
we're cooling 4 structures.
Yeah.
Our electric bill, I'm not wanting to see.
The meter's just like it's about to spin off the wheel, I think, because we have like AC going on at Jake's. This one, which I still need to get on the roof. I know I've talked about it, but it's been so hot that I haven't done it. I need to get up and do the coil cleaning on this AC, because I did it on the little camper.
And whoa.
And yeah, that thing's like a rolling meat locker. So I think the whole time, like, and even right now, it's only on low. And you walk in and get chills. So, but we haven't fully emptied that back out from our trip. So I've been keeping the AC on just to save some things.
And for the last 2 days, I've said we are going down there and we are going to clear that out, because I don't want to cool the camper. So we do need to get that done.
Nikki with Building with Keith says, "Have a blessed evening, everyone. It's dinner time." Keith barbecued some steaks. Man, we should have went to their place.
I just saw a comment I wanted to respond to.
Peter told me Kingstead's in here.
Yeah, sorry for your loss too, Ed. Congratulations on the power. And Michelle, yeah. I just read your whole comment, Michelle, and I feel for you, sweetheart. For sure. But I thought there was another one that I missed in there somewhere. But yeah, so the footage for those couple projects are going to be like a month apart. It was Dale at 9 Acres. So he made a comment. I tried to go back and find it and I couldn't because it's happened, but that we could be moved in potentially by the end of August. I would love that. We are so hoping, and it's doable. Next week, the temperature is not supposed to be as brutal as this week. And, we knew we wanted to jump back on the tiny house rather quickly, but the garden took precedence because we put a lot of work into the garden. And so it was do or die this week. It was get everything done in the garden that we could to protect our harvest.
They also put a nugget will freeze your nugs off. Yeah, it will. I was a little worried because the bed's in the front and the AC is in the back, that when we would go to sleep, but the way it hits the ceiling and the roof, it actually comes down, because I took a little fan, because I'm one of those that sleep with a fan every night. She'll be bundled up in sweats and everything else, and I'm like, no, like, give me the fan, and but no, it was really nice in there. So yeah, very pleased with it. Joe Fix It For You asked, are y'all eventually doing solar? Mm-hmm. We are.
Walden will be all completely off grid.
Any of the additional cabins we put, say, on the backside of the property and stuff, because of it'd be a fortune in electrical to run it down there, and we want them like off grid. So those will, if they have any kind of amenities, it'll be run off solar. And then I do eventually intend on, we have the big shop that we're going to be building, and I kept like tossing the idea around or trying to figure out, like, I do want to do solar, but then where do I put the panels? Because I don't want to clear like a whole area and just fill it with solar panels. I'm going to have a huge shop. So, hey, dummy, put them on the roof.
Yeah.
It's going to be up, above most of the tree line, and I can make them face south, and they'll get constant sun, and it'll be a good backup until we can get ourselves. I don't know if we'll necessarily go full off grid, but I want the availability that if power does go
If
down,
something
or
happens, yeah.
say like summer months where we're going to be burning a lot more electric because of ACs, then hey, I could switch over to the solar system and save us money that way.
Mm-hmm. And I think that I know my heart will be complete when we get Walden built. Walden has been a dream of mine for 20, 30 years, and Walden won't have electric. I refuse to let it have electric. So once we get Walden built, it will be the Dick Proenneke of the Ozarks. I guess that's the best way I can describe it.
And that's what we want, is we want that retreat, because it is on the backside of the property, away from everything and everybody.
Yeah.
Michelle's asking, is your wish list current?
I think it is, with the exception of some chicken nesting pads.
Well, she'll get on and check that later tonight, Michelle.
Yeah.
And
because we're actually working in a collaboration right now with someone who's sent us some stuff for the chickens. So other than the chickens, I think so. I don't know. It's been a long time since I even looked at that.
Yeah.
But,
well, we'll have to get on there. There's some of the stuff, like, well, I mean, she did the wish list a while ago, and so Southern Roots Alaska Branches, welcome in. Just seen him up on Gillum's, so he said, hey everyone, I can't keep up, kids are hungry. Oh, you feed them, we know that feeling.
I haven't even wanted to cook.
Everyone talking about, yes, more fan, absolutely.
Yeah, we do use a fan, because our AC runs all day. It's just, I'm hoping that when he gets it cleaned, it'll.
David Moffat said great deals can be had for used solar panels. Oh yeah, we'll be looking for the deal. I'm
a definite bargain finder.
We try not to pay full price for anything.
Yep.
Yeah, so Tilted K said, I had a fan over me for sleeping till last night. The baby chick's fan died, so they got my fan till I get to town. We have to sacrifice for the animals, for sure.
We do.
We're on our second pedestal fan on the bunnies, because the first one finally took a kaput.
Which surprised me.
We had like 4 of them anyways. So there's one in here. Jake's got one. And we have another one. I think it's in the storage unit. Like, we had a bunch, because Jake had a couple. We had a couple at our house up north. So we're just using what we had. And I think I got a box fan.
Donna, she says, why would anyone want to sleep with cold air blowing on them? Give me heat. That's me for the majority of the time.
Because, especially for me, and she thinks it's crazy, but I was taught, and I got proven this fact when I was in the Marine Corps. And it was actually early on. We were doing our initial field training, and you sleep outdoors in a sleeping bag, right? Of course, have the right one. But your tendency, if it's cold, is to get in that sleeping bag fully clothed. And that's not correct, at least with the military style. And I'm sure, like, I've done it with civilian sleeping bags too, and it works the same. Something about the chemical or the blocking with the heat, I don't know. But if you get in your sleeping bag and it's cold, fully clothed, you're going to be cold that night. But if you get in wearing minimal, like just boxers, whatever, you're going to stay warmer. And so that's how I sleep. Plus I don't like the restriction of everything pulling. And I turn into an oven as soon as I crawl in bed. Like, I love it when
he's my heating blanket.
Our bed is cold, like in the wintertime, and you crawl in, and that initial, like, oh, it's freezing, and you're kind of frozen. But within 30 seconds, I'm already, like, feeling the heat go through. And then, of course, this one bear hugs me because she's sucking all the heat out. But I'm a hot box, so I've got to have a fan all the time.
Yeah, so Gillum Farms says that he's got an app on his phone that plays like a fan for that white noise, even if he's somewhere it doesn't have one. I get that. That's how the TV is for me.
I spent a lot of years where the white noise was a thing for me. Because I don't know, I grew up as a kid, like, had a TV in the room, like, you fall asleep to, the old black and white where it was always static after, like, 11 or midnight or whatever.
Those bars across the screen.
And so I spent a long time, most of my adult life, up until I got a CPAP. And they went in, and of course I had to talk to the sleep study doctors. And they're like, you need a quiet room. And I was like, I'll never go to sleep. And shockingly, like, we do have the TV on at night because of her. But I actually fall asleep probably quicker with the TV off, because then my brain's not trying to watch what's on the TV.
But see, I need the TV for the brain to stop, because I can't get my brain to stop with the thoughts of everything I need to do, everything that's on my mind, worrying about this, worrying about that. Like, I need to have a storyline to follow.
And one day the farm said, so thank you for your service, Jason. You're welcome. I enjoyed doing it. Joe Fixes says, we use battery operated fan at night. It's a Milwaukee and it'll run all night long. One for us and one for the dogs. Nice. Yeah, because Joe, you guys are, they're totally off grid.
Mm-hmm. Michelle even cracks her window in the fall and winter. I couldn't do that. Well, I guess I could do that now in Arkansas. Up in Ohio, on like miles and miles of flat land where the wind gusts build up to like 30, 40 mile an hour. No, ain't happening. But it could here. So I guess we'll wait and see.
Oh, Radio Jonesy Tasmania made it in. Welcome, mate.
I tell you
the
what,
wife we said hello.
Yes, I love his wife that she loves watching us. But I don't know, just something about hearing Radio Jonesy speak, it just makes me smile. It's the accent. I don't know. He's in a lot of lives, and we'll go on up with him. So it's pretty cool. So what else did we get done this week? We got the camper cleaned. This camper. We got to get the nugget done. I know we said we're going to call it the nest. For those that didn't catch that video, the nest just didn't flow. I started calling it the nugget a long time ago, and I went back to the nugget, y'all. So it's the nugget, and it will forever now always be called the nugget. But the nugget needs cleaned out so I can turn the air off. I don't even know why we have the air on. What's still in there that?
What?
In the nugget.
I don't know. There's food or there's stuff in there we got to get out.
There's pantry items, canned foods and things like that. I don't know. So we're going to do that tomorrow so that we can turn off that AC.
Yeah.
I don't want to look at that bill.
So I started seeing comments, so I had to scroll up to figure it out. With Tony at our cabin in the woods said, I used to sleep in my birthday suit until we had a tornado heading to us. So the lovely comments, Jan says, yeah, that totally changed things.
Mm-hmm.
And Johnny said he could have went all day without that in his head. So
yeah, that's always a big concern of mine too. Is if something were to happen in the middle of the night, ain't nobody gonna be wanting to see Big Booty Judy. No.
David Moffat said, I sleep with a TV on, or I start thinking some weird thoughts, like all odd numbers have an E in them.
You're right. See, that's where my brain goes.
I think I just seen a Facebook reel or something today that said that same thing. It was like, tell us something you didn't know. And it was like, oh.
Yeah. So we're going to be hitting it a little bit harder as soon as we break out of these triple digit temps. Kind of because I'm looking at the clock and kind of want to, we've just kind of shot the shoot here tonight, but which is good. I love it. Yeah, I know, but I also like to give a little drop the beans here and there. So our big push will be the tiny house, guys. So a lot of our videos coming out are going to be tiny house related or infrastructure related. So stay tuned for those. And I've loved the videos we've had from up north. They make me smile every time I watch them, but I'm ready for some build videos.
Yeah, we're definitely ready to get back in there. Gotta say a quick hi. Hiking with Jackie Boy came in.
Hello. And the Rambling Peach. No, sweetheart, you're not late. You are just getting to the party. And I'm looking, and does it all look like bright red? Because I swear it's like fuchsia.
It's red. Why does there have to be 17 different names for every color? I don't get it. I don't do color things at the store with her. Like we've talked about it before. I won't go in the lighting section at any of the hardware stores. Red. And I kind of avoid the paint aisle now too, because she'll come up with a card and they're like all gray, and she's like, "No, this one has both."
It wouldn't be gray. Gray is not my thing. But yeah.
Just 19 million versions of colors. Like what just happened to the simple like red, blue, orange, yellow? Like,
yeah. So anyway, What are we doing tomorrow?
Tilted K said helps.
What are we doing tomorrow?
What are we doing tomorrow?
Gabe, it's Friday.
We have friends coming over.
Yes, we do.
Oh, I thought there was something more than that. I was like, wait, crap, I don't know, Friday.
No.
No, yeah. So we got some friends coming over. Gonna have
Mhm.
some dinner, late lunch. I don't know. We're gonna do
Oh, we're
something.
gonna have food, garden food, probably. But yeah, Eric and Missy from Tilted K, we have missed them. They have missed us. It's a day for fellowship. Although we'll probably make sure that we have plenty of space inside the camper because it is hot.
So making it home, welcome in, and it says sliding in and landing with a solid thud. Hi guys, really great to see you. Well, glad you could make it in.
Funny story about that whole sliding in and making a thud sound. So, another little tidbit. The first time I broke my right ankle was playing softball, and I hit a triple, and I slid into third base. My foot went under the bag and hit that steel post that comes out of the ground. Dunk. Broke the right ankle. So when you said that was immediately I was just like, oh God, I feel that pain. So, but good analogy.
And I know Radio Jonesy said it earlier. He's at work and it's raining over there, down there, but over and down.
Raining. We could use a little bit of rain as long as it takes this humidity. I think that if it wasn't for the humidity, I would be fine. I love the heat. I love the hot. Even when I was in Punta Cana, I loved the heat. Everyone else was complaining, not me. I loved it. It's the humidity. I don't care. So, yes, we're excited too, Eric and Missy. Definitely.
Yeah.
For sure. Mm-hmm.
Gonna...
I feel like the camera needed to be like, okay, artist thing. So if you want to frame your videos and your pictures better, think of having a TikTok graph on your screen. Your eyes always want to be at the top line of the TikTok frame,
It's called
right?
The grid.
The grid, yeah. And so because the camera's angled a little down, I find myself slouching because the artist brain in me is saying my eyes need to be on the top TikTok line. And it feels much better.
You're a top TikTok.
Hey, I am who I am.
Ramblin'
You
Peach.
married me.
Ramblin' Peach said, what's a good time to go live? Good question. When you click go live,
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
The best advice we can give is what everybody gave us, and it was like just pick a date and time, and if you've got like close friends or YouTubers that you don't want to miss, like don't go during that time, but just pick a time that's good and convenient for you and go.
Yeah. And I apologize. I've missed a lot of he's been manning the messages. My brain kind of went.
I want to say, so making it home, sit drinking wine. That doesn't hurt. No judgment. Week has been hard.
It has been hard. It has been hard. So,
we're under our 5-minute warning.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
wow. Oh yeah, back to good. Yeah, we do try to plan our chore.
Oh,
I know.
Homestead made it in.
We try to plan our chores around our lives too. And going back to what that last comment was about, there's times in the day that I take breaks and I just kind of get on my phone to veg. And the first thing I'll do is I'll look and see who's got any lives going on. I might bop in and say hi. So a live is whenever you want. There's been times when I'm like, we got to go live for this. Just for shits and giggles. Yeah. Shame, Tara. I said the S word. But yeah, you get my drift. It's a phrase. Do phrases count? No, maybe they do. I guess it depends on the phrase.
I know what I'm going to do with you.
Yep. So we have 6 minutes left. Any final questions? Oh, hi, Sarah. We love you and we miss you so much.
That was a good call, Michigan Life. Yeah, they said, they gave us a 5-minute warning because we were behind on the comments.
Oh,
they're thinking like our brand.
Well,
we
chips and dip.
Miss
Ooh.
Sarah Brown's in the house.
Yay.
Glad you guys could make it. Tell everybody at camp we said hello.
Yeah, please give everyone our love. Every time I watch that video, and I've watched it a lot, I cry. Jason will be like, "You gonna watch that again? What to cry again?" I'm like, well, I miss my friends. Yeah.
And Michelle said, "See you next week. Can't wait to see all your hard work and content coming. Thanks for the shout out. Very sweet." Absolutely. Like we love having this interaction with everybody, and we try to make it a point to say hi to everyone, and and it's fun for us because I don't know, we tried to do the note thing, right, and be like, hey, we're gonna do this, and it never works. We're done with the notes in like 10 minutes, so we're better at just rambling around, and y'all giving us comments and things to talk about make it a whole lot gooder.
Yes, Rambling Peach says it's according to who's watching if the phrase is bad. Well, it's just kind of the yeah. There are certain words I don't even like. So yeah.
Eric, give us a shout in the morning sometime. Mm-hmm. I don't know what we're even making.
I'll be up at the butt crack of dawn, so I'll get him up and we'll get chores done, and maybe we'll shower for you. That way we're not all stinky.
Johnny at Gillen Farm says, "We love you guys. We can hardly wait till we're all in the same place again." I know we're wanting to get some more projects done. We do have that Ozark Homesteading Expo that we're going to in a couple weeks. But we're hoping that maybe when the gardening season isn't so hot and heavy, that we can start getting out to travel. Kind of more of the late fall, winter time.
Oh, we say that now. We say that now, but we have tons of winter projects coming up because you know what's right around the corner? Hunting season. It's gonna be hunting season before you know it, and we got some stuff to do. Because
Anne-Marie got in here. She says, "Oh my God, how did I miss your live?" You were probably napping, Anne-Marie. You're up at like 2 a.m. working on your place, so
yeah.
Matthew, you did say the Matthew Jess I made. What do I win?
Nice. Oh, I know, Michelle. I appreciate you so much. Like, we consider you family. I mean, that's awesome. I'm glad. Thank you.
Did we say hi to Tish?
No, we didn't. Hi, guys.
Tish, I don't know how we missed you this whole time. I know you had to have been in here.
Well, normally I watch comments, but tonight I kind of got a little off, and that's okay.
Matthew just wants to know, can I still shoot straight? Yep, sure can.
Yep.
I know Johnny says they're getting ready for hunting season. We've been so busy with everything else that I've had a couple areas kind of I spied, but
well, I've got some beans to spill that even he doesn't know yet. Because when I was out earlier, my stepmom was messaging me, and I think she wants to schedule a trip for hunting season for my dad to come out. So either she's well, we won't speculate on the reason.
So
yeah.
Jonesy says, I got a good idea for a video. Come and film in Tasmania.
We would love to.
And then say hi to a Tasmanian. It's not out of the question, nope. Jonesy. I know we've talked about it before.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, we're homesteaders. Yes, we're homesteaders. We love our homestead. But at heart, we are also travelers. We love to travel everywhere. So we definitely have a lot of ideas of where we want to go. And that would be super cool. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Of course, it won't be during harvest season because, making up for that. Whew. Wow.
Matthew Jess, which being a Marine to understand, Pizza Box first expert this year. It's expert only, buddy. We don't do this Pizza Box thing.
I don't get it.
It's a shooting badge. It's your level of shooting.
I'm going to put him on the spot because I like his videos. And when we get the tiny house done, I think somebody needs to shoot a premiere of the new tiny house. Maybe come visit for the weekend. Just saying.
So Matthew Jess.
Wrong one. Just Tree Haven.
I can't take her anywhere. We're even home. I didn't have to take her anywhere. She's still...
I get them mixed up. I saw Jess and I didn't read them. I'm working with some bad eyes here.
Okay. We've heard it all, folks. So, all right, guys. So up next, we're less than a minute here, is Muddin' for Nothing. Go see Tiffany and Ginger. and tell them we sent you. Give them the love rate, and then follow them up with Dale and Lisa at 9 Acre Family Farms.
And then who else is coming on now?
It's still Tony, and also I think at the same time Tony is going to be Bill at Alaska Last Run.
Yes. Yes.
So, all right, guys, we're on our limit. So,
thank you.
go on, get over to Muddin' for Nothing. Go on and get.